Hi, we're KCPOS, and we've been working with businesses on their EPOS and stock control requirements for nearly 20 years. Now, one of the common questions I get asked is how does the process work from me making an inquiry to my till system going live? So I just wanted to talk through a few of the key steps that you can expect to experience when you make contact with us on the website. So first of all, once we've got your details, we're going to get in touch with you, and a KCPOS expert will give you a call to understand a little bit more about your business and your requirements. That requirements gathering is really important because the next stage will be for us to demonstrate our solution. And rather than give you a generic out-the-box demonstration, what we like to do is tailor that demonstration to match the requirements and particulars of your business. So once we've gathered that information, we'll design a demonstration for you. And this will give you a lot more confidence that you're choosing the right solution because effectively you would have already seen it in practice. Now, once you've seen that demonstration, obviously there can be rounds of questions and clarification, and that's what our consultants are here for. We want to give you as much assurance as possible that you're choosing the right solution. Once we've put our proposal together and gone through the commercials and the pricing and the options available for you when it comes to paying for your solution, once you're ready to click go, we can then start the process of implementation. Once everything's signed and we've started the process, you'll be assigned your own dedicated project manager. Now, that project manager, before they've even made contact with you, already would have had an internal handover with our sales team who were involved in those pre-sales demonstrations I've just mentioned. But the project manager wants to find out for themselves a few key bits of information to get the project started, and that's where our initiation meeting really comes into place. The purpose of this is for us to absolutely agree your objectives. Why have you bought our system? What are the key benefits you need to see from it when it goes live? Because this will shape the project plan and make sure we deliver on your needs. We'll also cover all the logistics of equipment and getting things to place on time, training requirements, who needs training. All of that will be planned at the start so you know exactly how the project's going to pan out. Once you and the project manager have agreed on that project plan, we can really get down to business and start implementing your system. First stage is installation, and this is really quite a technical stage of it and is primarily done by your project manager. You may need to be involved to give them access to the right areas, and depending on your IT setup, we may need some involvement from an IT third party or your IT manager. But we've got our own technical teams in-house as well, so don't worry if IT is not your expertise, because we'll be able to explain how that's going to work anyway. So our project manager will then do the installation either on your server or PCs, and also on the tills and tablets or devices that you're going to use to operate the software. Once that install's done, what we've effectively built there is your demonstration environment. This will be really important because it's going to be the environment we use to train you and your team on and do all of the testing and preparation that is required before we go live with the system. So then we move on to that test and train phase. So the way we train on our product is that we'll walk you through the entire product from start to finish to make sure you've seen all the key components. But what we'll also be doing there is looking out for the areas of functionality you're going to use the most, the bits that are going to be critical to a successful go live. Because when we come back to do our second round of training, that's going to be based on those really critical parts. And what we would have done before then is already configured and prepared the system to be as close as we can to go live, so the training is as effective as possible. But don't worry, this is all a gradual process where we're tweaking and configuring the system as we go through the training and we go through the testing to make sure by the time we get to go live day, there's very little to change and it's very smooth transition from test into go live. Now, the training can be delivered in a number of formats depending on preferences and logistics, but we have many projects that are successfully implemented remotely with training online, and we can record training sessions for you to share with other members of the team. But of course, we'll also attend site, and we're happy to do training sessions on site where we think either party thinks it's going to be most beneficial and get the most out of the product. Now, this period may go on for a few weeks, depending on the complexity and size of your system, but when we're all happy that your team are trained on it and the system is set up how you need it, we'll move into the rollout phase. And this is effectively getting our tills or devices into place and ready for go live. And a simple case of copying the software across as many tills as you've purchased. And then it comes to go live day. Go live day is a big day for any business, but we've done many of these and we know exactly how to make sure they go smoothly. So first of all, your project manager is going to be there supporting you all day. They're there for any queries that come up or any issues you may have on that go live day, because it's really important it goes smoothly. Once live and once operating, the project doesn't quite end there, because what we'll do is a few things. First of all, we'll do a debrief meeting. We'll come back out to see you maybe 1 or 2 weeks after the project has gone live to make sure it met those objectives set in the initiation meeting right back at the start, and also make sure everything's running as it should be. Obviously, once you get to use the system, there may be a few minor tweaks that you want, and we'll sort them out right away for you. But what the project manager will also do is do a handover to our support team. So we've got a great KC support team that's part of your solution and contract. Is you'll have unlimited support from our support team forevermore while you're using the system. But our project manager will make sure they've got all the information they need to effectively support you after the go live, such as connection settings, configuration settings, any special arrangements we've made with your system to match your business. And then from then on, they're there to support you with whatever you may need. Of course, as well, there'll be your account manager, the person who initially sold that system for you after you made contact right at the start. We believe in consistency and continuity when it comes to account management. So you're going to have a dedicated account manager who will regularly keep in touch and see you to make sure, A, the system's doing what it needs to do, but talking about future requirements and future requests and how we can plan and help you get the most out of your EPOS system and maybe any other systems that we assist you with. So hopefully that gives you a good idea of how the KCPOS process works from start to finish. But if you'd like to hear more, please do get in contact and we can talk you through any of these stages in more detail and give you the assurance you need that you're in safe hands when putting in an EPOS system with us.